Let's start this video, and we are going to cover the Articulate Storyline 360 variables, like what new variables are being added and what all very old variables that we are using, and how easily we can use these variables and implement in our e-learning courses. Okay, so before starting, a quick note that I'm providing e-learning development support as well as different e-learning authoring tools, tutorials, guides, individual trainings as well. You can contact with the below uh, email ID or phone numbers what is available on the screen. Okay, so in Storyline, okay, so in a Storyline, like we have a feature that we can create variables, and we can use that variables in our application or in our project as with our need. So the question is first to come to your mind that how to open like where to find that variable box or something like that. Where do I create the variables? What type of different variables? If you're not coming from the any development background or any software kind of a thing knowledge, if you have in that case, so this tutorial will help you to understand that where is exactly the uh, variable window is and how you can easily access that window, how you can create variables, and how you can also use that variables in your different needs as of your project. We also cover up all these things in this session as well by by performing these activities as well. So in Articulate, just want to say that in Articulate we have three kinds of variable that this tool provide. First is built-in, second one is the custom variables, and third one is the JavaScript variables. So we are in this session we are covering only two types of variable. That is, first one is the built-in variables and second one is the custom variables. The JavaScript part is, let it be, this will be covered in the next or maybe in some other video. We'll talk on that one. So let's start with the first, this built-in variable that is available in Articulate 360. So once you create on the like, as we know that how to create this all things on that list. For example, I'm creating a new scene over here. So right click a new scene, and so this is a new scene. Just I'm clicking over here, and you can see you open the page, you will see that a trigger property window is over here available. So in this window we can see that over here, you will mouse over, you will see that manage project variables is something is there. Just click on this one, so you will be landed to a new pop-up screen. There are two types of buttons, tab buttons, you can see. One is the project and second one is that built-in. This built-in variable is the variables that we are going to discuss in this topic. Basically, these are the inbuilt property, these are the inbuilt variables that we can only use these variables. We cannot update this, we cannot change these variables values. It's a kind of a restriction that you can say that we receive and that the tool provide. You only have a permission to use these variables as if you need. Like you can see that the screen dot slide number is a variable that I use, and the screen that total slides that I use two times. So you give you a kind of a, like how many times you use count will give you a feature that how many times you use this variable particularly in your project. We'll explore this on more. So if you see, let's have a duplicate this slide and duplicate this slide. You will see there is a no something is here, and it is updating instantly. There is nothing in terms of I'm doing any kind of a thing on that. Or in my previous screen you can also see that there is three slides and there is one of three same. We have a three slides. If I duplicate this slide, the count is increases 4, And if I delete this internal one as well, so it should be updated accordingly. Now the slide is deleted. So basically, if you are not using this property, this inbuilt property, I can say, then we have to write each and every slide and go like what is the slide count for this one and what is the total count for that. So the simple way that I used this one is I went to the slide master, and you can see on the top of a slide, you can see I've added a couple of things, a slide over here. And once you mouse over this, you will see that this is something that is I added. So what I added is screen dot slide number. So let's make it once again for your convenience over here. So go to the insert text, and I'm just creating over here. We will have to reference this variable, like what is the variable that we are using over here for this text field. So once we click, I just type it X over here and go to the reference. You will see that we have a reference. We will get the reference. Scroll down, and you can see there is a scene dot slide number variable. It's been 2 times been used. I'm just using once again over here. And instead of this, I'm also writing out of how much. So out of what, how many slides that we have in this project, the complete slide counts, I want to add it over here. So screen dot total slides. Okay, so instantly it gives nothing to you, just like hash kind of thing, you can see. But once you go out from this master slide, you will see that something is written over here. And it's, as it is in a master slide, so we can, if you have to go and change or update kind of a thing, again you have to jump into that master slides, I mean, and then you have to make it perfect alignment kind of a thing you need to do. So basically what we did, we used the storyline internal property, and we created this, this account, you can say, status of a scene that we are using for this one. Now let's have a look on the slide custom variable. So for this, I'm just making this one, and for the custom variable, like these are the variables that we create depending upon our use. So let's suppose you have to do a mathematical equation. You are asking your learner to put some value. You want to perform addition for that. So how user will or learner will add or enter some value on that, and the result will be added on that. So I will perform that same thing with you. But before starting that one, I just want to add that in Storyline we have a three kinds of a variable majorly that we use. First one is that variable that we use is text type of a variable. Second one is a true false, that is a boolean kind of information kind of a thing. And third one is a number type of a variable. So okay, so let's create a variable in Storyline. So first, what we have to do, we have to click on this button, then this pop-up will come up. We have a two but tab that we already discussed. So these are the list of variables that will be available over here once you create it. So for creating this one, you have a plus icon over here. Once you mouse over on this, you will get a new pop-up that asks a name of variable. So just giving a name. The name of my variable will be name underscore text. The reason is that I'm using is that the type of variable is text I'm using, and the default value I'm not giving nothing to this one. So you can see the name is added over here. This variable name is kind of it's a type of variable is text, and the default value is nothing. We can also add some values over here if we want, but I do not want, so I just want to delete this one. So the second variable that is available in this storyline is a true and false kind of a thing. So just let's check, just give a number, name of this variable is check. The initial value you have to decide for this, like what is you want to do. So I want to add uh, initial value for this check is false, and then click OK. So you can see the default value of this check check can name of variable is false, and it's a kind of a true and false variable, and we are not using anything on this. The third that is available is in this is number one. So I'm just giving a name for this is just give a name of roll number. Okay, and initial default value is 0. I'm not giving any value to this, just click OK. So we have three variables and available in our application, and we can use the three variables throughout the course, anywhere, anytime we need. So let's suppose you have a simple field over there. You want some information learner should enter, and that information will put into the the variable, and you can use for it in a different places. Let's suppose for let's create a simple form in a quick time. So I'm just giving a notation that it should be, it's a name. So let's write your name, first letter will be in caps, and then write second one is what is your roll number, and okay. So these are the two fields that we are going to ask learner to put some value. So the name will be definitely a text value. So I'm giving learner to name this, your name is, put your name inside this one, and just asking him to perform the input, and your roll number will be in this box. Okay, so let's have a look on this slide first. So we haven't added anything, we just created a structure that we have a two field that you can write in text. You can only you can enter text in this, and you can enter number on this field. You cannot enter the number, text part over here. So how do we use these things? And if a learner put some information and you want to show that what learner has used and what learner entered in this value field, and you want to use that for any different places. So let's do in a quick manner. Like first, once we created these fields, we can see in a trigger section that we have a set kind of a variable. That variable is name is this one. So what Storyline do, it's internally, when you create any input field, it's doing the same thing. The variable, it's created internal variable that name is text entry, and it's assigning all the information to that one. So let's just double click to this one and change this to name text that we created that one. Okay, so now whatever the information learner will put over here, so that information will be stored in name underscore text variable, right? And the second one, the same again, the number entry. So we'll just click on this one, you will get the roll number that we created over here, this roll number variable. So basically what happened, we changed the variable names for these two fields. For the first text field, it was a different name, so we changed this variable name and came it to the name underscore txt. The second one is the number kind of variable, so we change the name roll number. Now let's create one more button, and we'll jump to the next slide and we'll check what user has written or had written his you know uh, next entered. So we want this one, just create a new slide. What I want one learner click this one, so it should be go to the next slide. So you just select and can jump to the next slide when user click button 1. Okay, so we have now this one. Now we want to check like what user entered over here as a name. So the same way that we just create a text box over here, create a text box over here, and we'll reference that, or you can say we can assign the that variable. So the name variable, so this is the name one, and we are using one time. You can see over here that we are assigning that variable. Same now, the if you select this one, you can see the name variable is this. And again the same way, creating the second variable, skipping the number, and the reference will be inside the, and that is the roll number. Okay, so let's create the first dummy text. So now what happened, we have the feature, we have just like just add a back button in the slide. So I'm going to verify once again as well. Back. So jump to slide, previous slide, when you just click button 1. Okay, so what happened, like, basically we assigned, let's have a look first. Scene. This is our slide. It's asking put your name. I'm just giving my name, CHANDRA SHEKHARKUMAR, and let's or my roll number. So not my roll number, let's consider my roll number is my mobile number. So 8368672794. Okay, when I click next, it should give me then this value on a next slide. Yeah, it's the right one. So let's check once again. I just want to delete the number and add 1000 instead of a number. Yeah, it's updating as well. So if I go back, I delete the name from Kumar, and you can see the value is updated, and we can state the we can control this from the uh, section as well. So basically what happened, basically we created one text field, and we assign the value for this text field in the variable that we created. Same thing for the roll number, we put it a value, we created a number field, and then we given the name of a roll number, whatever the we assign thing for this one. Just summarizing this one, this video, we have a variable window that we can open it from here, and two tabs in that, built-in and a project one, right? So in a project, whatever the custom variable that will create, it is available in this one. Whatever the inside variable, that is a default variable that Storyline provides, is available inside the built-in variable. Built-in variable is only used for access. You cannot update these values, but the custom variable, as their name is custom variable, so you can create, update it, and accordingly you can change as of your need as well. So in Storyline we have three kinds of a variable. First is a like true false, you can say, or text, you can say, or in number, you can say. So basically three kinds of variable in the Storyline: a text variable, boolean variable, that is true and false, and third one is a number variable. So you can store these three information, these three things, depending upon your use in your application. The simple way for this form is what we did. We created one text field. We assigned, we changed the name of a variable or storing variable as we created the name underscore text variable. And the second one is the roll number. The roll number is the number kind of variable. The you have to make sure that text information will have a numeric entry as well. So numeric entry, that's mean if learner wants to insert any symbol, any name or any number in that, so he can easily insert on that one. You can see as I'm writing these things, but at the same time, if I want to add text inside the roll number, inside the number variable, so it will not store, because the reason is that it's not allowed the number. So it's only accept 0 to 9 numbers, whatever the number that you can insert. Maybe you can use multiple times, but it's a limitations for that. I think this concludes the this video. Good luck. Talk to you soon. Bye.